Good morning. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Let me tell you, that little rest and break that I took over the weekend, it was much worth it. It was very much worth it. I'm telling y'all, I feel rejuvenated. I feel good today. I'm not feeling sleepy. So I feel like I got enough rest. My body feels good. So yes, sometimes if you need to take a break, take a break. You know what I'm saying? Me, I had to. It was hard to do, but I did it. And I'm glad I did because I feel good now. But yeah, so I just want to come back to y'all with another piece of the guy who was stealing my energy and giving me his, okay? So we left off on the wrong turn, okay? Now, after the wrong turn happened, I was like, you know what? Yeah, you about right. We should just be friends. Let's, I don't think I want to take it to the next level anymore. So now that I'm changing my mind, and I'm like, yeah, let's just do the strictly friend thing or whatever. Now he's pulling on me to be in a relationship. So we try it out or whatever. And so the relationship didn't last long at all. We're better off just friends. You know what I'm saying? But so I go ahead, I give him a chance, but I told him the only way I would go and will agree to go ahead and be with him is if he go ahead and get on the medicine that he need to be on. Because I was telling y'all in the last video that he was telling me, he suffers from depression and, all kind of little different things going on with him. But if he takes his medicine, he could be a decent person. You know what I'm saying? He don't have all the crazy thoughts going through his head or always thinking somebody is after him or, just being sad all the time. He had medicine for that, but he hadn't been taking it. So I told him, I'll give it a chance if you get back on your medicine. So he sets the appointment. He go get his medicine. And I told him I won't be spending the night with him and things like that until he does get the medicine. So we had to wait for his appointment to come and for him to go get the medicine. All that happened. He got the medicine. He asked me would I go with him to his doctor's appointment. But at the time, I wasn't able to go with him because I had to work. So the schedules were conflicting with each other or whatever. So I couldn't go with him to the appointment. And I just told him, get your medicine. And then when I get off or when you get off or whatever, we'll link up and we'll talk face to face or whatnot. So we did that. So he was like, well, then I'm going to wait to take the medicine in front of you. So I'm just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his way of reassuring me that he's going to take the medicine and I'm going to see him do it. And, it's almost like proof or whatever. So I get there, and before he goes to take the medicine, of course, because he's not on it right now, something happens. I'm not even going to say we got into it because we were just having a regular conversation. So this how it went. So I get there. I go to his place. And when I get there, we greet each other the way we do. And, we talk for a minute. And then he went into, all right, well, he go to medicine and this, that, and the third. And so he pulls the medicine out, shows it to me. Show me what it looked like and tell me, how many times a day he need to take it. And then I was reading to him I was reading the side effects for myself to make sure that he doesn't, do anything that's gonna interfere with the medicine working for him. So I'm sitting there and I'm reading the side effects. And so he needs to eat with this medicine and he does not need to consume any alcohol with this medicine. So I told him, I was like, well, now you can't drink with this medicine or whatever. And he was just like, no, I can still drink with the medicine. I say it says that it's a bad side effect that you'll have if you drink with it. He was like, I've been taking this medicine before and I've drank with it. I said, okay, and so when you drink with the medicine, what happens? He's like, I ain't gonna lie, I get kind of, over the top. And I was like, so you're not gonna be drinking and taking this medicine together because I don't need you getting over the top. We taking the medicine to keep you from going over the top. So that's where the disagreement came in at. And so he got upset and he decides to flush the medicine down the toilet and tells me it's my fault, that I shouldn't have read the side effects. He's been taking this medicine long enough that he knows how to control it, this, that, and the third. You can't control the alcohol without taking the medicine. So I know if you mix it with this medicine, you really going to be out of control. So no. And it's going to have you sick. So don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? I don't know anything. All I know is I'm reading the side effects on this thing and it's saying don't mix it with such and such, and you going to do it anyway. That's on you. So he take the pills because we're arguing now. So now he take the pills, pour them in the toilet, and he was like, I'm about to flush it. I'm like, you done threw it in the toilet already. Go ahead and flush it. So when he flushed it, I grabbed my things and proceeded to walk out the door. So after him chasing me down the stairs or whatever to the parking lot, he's trying to convince me to come back in the house and to, you know, because I was going to stay the night with him or whatever. So he's trying to convince me that he's sorry for what he did and he'll go and set another appointment to go get the medicines or whatever. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I was like, you're not trying to get better. I say, you're trying to remain in the same place that you're in. This medicine is going to help you ease your mind from the thoughts that you have throughout the day, and so that way you can carry yourself better in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting yourself in unnecessary trouble, or you're not starting things with people for no apparent reason, this, that, and third. I said, the medicine is not for me. The medicine is for you. So you just flush down the toilet something that's going to help you, because your attitude is sucking right now. And you know it is because you're telling me about it. So here's something that's going to help it. Take the medicine. But no, you want to flush it down the toilet. And now you want to tell me it's my fault because I made a big deal about the side effects. And because I'm telling him that he don't need to drink while taking this medicine. So I'm just like, you know what? You grown. Do what you gonna do. But I'm finna go home. I'm not. Because that means now you on 10. And you finna be saying all kind of stuff out your mouth that I don't want to hear, and I don't have to sit here and take it. So I got in my car and I left. Of course, he blew my phone up, calling me all kind of different things in the book or whatever. And you know, I told y'all he like to call me the police or whatever whenever he can't get his way. Oh, I know you in cahoots with the cops, this, that, and the third or whatever. That was like his biggest thing. So the manipulation was real. He would, you know. So now he acted a fool like this now. So the next day he done got me a bracelet, and you know, he would always try to like maybe he thought that I was a materialistic person, which I'm not. This man done came and tried to give me plenty of nice gifts, but I won't take them because that ain't what I'm with you for. Yeah, it's nice that you can provide me with some nice things or whatever from time to time, but that's not what's going to make me forget everything that you just did. And so I guess that worked for other people, but buying me things ain't going to make me forget how you just acted a minute ago. So like with this one, I could set boundaries and things with, you know what I'm saying? He still acted how he acted and he still did things that he did, but he didn't have the control over me that the last narc had over me. See, he didn't get to sink his claws into me like the last narc got to. See, I was able to walk away from him. I was able to, you know, hold him when he did certain things. I wasn't able to do that with the last one. So there's a difference in this thing. So I was a lot stronger with him, but I was very, very weak when it came to the last narcissist. That's the one who taught me, broke me down so that way I can learn what it is that I'm going through. This one here, he was in between, because see, he came in after I discarded the narc first, and then I started talking to him. You know what I'm saying? He was saying he just want to be friends. Me, I was looking for somebody else to slide up under to get over the narc that I just walked away from or whatever. So I still had, you know, boundaries and different things that I would allow him to do and different things I wouldn't allow him to do. But with the other one, he kind of got away with bloody murder, you know what I'm saying, till the end. till I started realizing what was going on. So he started buying me little things or whatever, thinking that would like make everything better. And I'm telling him, I'm like, I don't want that. I want you to take your medicine, but I want you to make that choice for yourself, not because of me, not because I'm saying you need to take it. Take it because you know it helps you be a better person in the world. You show up in a different way for people. You know what I'm saying? Because he could be standing at the store talking to me on the phone, and somebody can look at him, just glance at him. Really, they're not looking at him no certain type of way, but in his mind, they looking at him like they want to fight him or something, because now he's yelling at this person who's just probably just glanced at him for a second. And for him, that was a problem. So he needed to be on his medicine to control his mind, because what he was seeing was not really what was happening around him. I've been out in the streets with him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I remember one time we went to Burger King, and the girl got our order wrong in the window. He was about to go ham on this girl, and I had to tell, listen, one thing I don't play by is my food and my money and my son. When them people got my food inside that store still, no, we ain't finna talk to them like we ain't got no sense, and they got to take this food back in there and hand it back to me. No, we not playing like that. I don't need nobody playing with my food at all. Once I get my food, then I can say whatever I want to say. But while they got my food in there, baby, close it, zip it. If it's wrong, we'll take it back inside. But right now, they got to take this food back, and I don't need them rubbing my sandwich on the floor, spitting in my fries, throwing whatever they can throw in the no, I don't need that. I don't play like that. So, not saying that that's what they would do, but I ain't taking no chances. So he was he was on the passenger side. He was ready to jump over me to yell at the girl in the window. And I'm like, Plus, I worked in customer service before, and I know things happen. The girl at the window wasn't the one who fixed the food, so you can't yell at her. You got to yell at the people in the back. She just handling this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling him, you know, we not finna do that. Let them give us our food. Then we go, you know, go ham or whatever you need to do after the fact. But not while he still got the food in there. So he was just like, she probably police too. You know, just talking that crazy talk or whatever he was doing. And I was like, no, you need to chill. I was like, it's not that serious. People make mistakes. But how long she been working here? It don't matter. We don't know how long she been working here. We don't. But she wasn't the one making the food. She been standing here to this window, and they handed her the bag. So if you're going to yell at anybody, yell at the right people. Don't yell at this girl because it wasn't her fault. So, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, you right. You know what I'm saying? So he would make it seem like I'm controlling him a little bit. But then if he wants to do it, he can do it. Just like the crackhead did. If I'm giving you the control so you can control me. No, I can't control you. It's just certain things that I'm not going to allow you to do when it pertains to my stuff. Now, if it was just his food, that's fine. Do you. But no, that was my food coming from out there. We ain't finna let nobody play with my food. Nah, we ain't finna do that. So, you know, so he just don't, when he don't take that medicine, he doesn't have a good attitude. He don't have a good attitude on the job. He get sent home from work, and he had a good job. He had money. He dressed real nice, you know what I'm saying? So from the outside, he looked put together. That's why we can't get fooled up with these people in the outer appearance. We got to read this book to find out what's really going on with it. Because just because somebody pretty and cute on the outside, don't mean they beautiful on the inside. They can be beautiful, but when you look into it at the time, they're not that beautiful. They still need work. You still need work. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect, but baby, some things I needed to have a limit or a boundary to what I was going to accept in my life. Because at one point I did want to be with this man. Flaws and all. Wanted to be with him. But then once everything started getting laid out, I started getting more and more unattracted to him. But I liked the friendship we had. No doubt about that. The friendship was bomb. But trying to be with him did not work so well for us. So it landed us to just being friends. I'm like, you know what? I just really want to be your friend. I thought I wanted to be with you. And we talked. We talked about things. Like I said, he told the truth and lies all at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? We did do a lot of talking, and we did a lot of honest talking, so to say. You know, like I said, some was honest and some was still lies, still playing games. So, you know what I'm saying? We would have our little session or whatever. And in this session, I told him, I said, you know what? You still got things you got to work on with you. I still got things I got to work on with me. Just so it, it don't seem like I'm just picking at him, you know what I'm saying? Because we're never done growing, you know what I'm saying? So I still needed to grow in some areas. And to be honest, I was just trying to get with him to get over the narc that I had just walked away from. So I didn't want to deal with all those feelings or anything, but he just was not falling in place like I needed him to, you know what I'm saying? So it was beginning to be more of a headache and another issue versus what I just walked away from. So I'm like, I'm still dealing with drama. But that's what I get for not sitting down and healing instead of trying to move on into somebody else. I needed to sit down and deal with myself, deal with those feelings, go through those motions. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep moving like I normally do. But as I get older, I'm learning, no, you got to face things. You got to. You got to sit here, go through the motion, feel what you're feeling, make peace with yourself, forgive the people who hurt you, and move forward with your life, but in a healthy way. Don't do it in an unhealthy way. And that's what I was doing. And so that's why I wasn't working with me and him anyway, because it was unhealthy. So we move further into the story. Now we move back into how I end up getting back with the narc that I just left while I was dealing with him or whatever. Okay, so he been giving me the run around and everything. Like I told you, we just friends at this moment. But on his end, it's hard for him to shake that I don't want to be with him like that no more. So to him, he's still my man. To me, I'm just his friend. So we done switched. Now I just want to be friends with him, and I don't want nothing serious. And now he wants to be in a relationship, and he wants to be my man. But he fought me in the beginning of, no, I just want to be friends. But we going to act like we girlfriend or boyfriend, but we really not. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm done with all that. I just want to be your friend. So he ends up getting a car. I took him to get a car. The car ended up, well, the guy told him that he needed to, get the tag switch. The tag was going to run out soon, but the tag was still registered to the car. And the guy told him he can ride the car until the tag goes out. And then once the tag go out, he got to get it, under his name. So he did that. But right when he was on his way, so he tells me, I don't know where he going. He could have been going to a woman's house. I don't know. I wasn't with him. And he wasn't my man, just my friend. So he supposedly was on his way to go and get the tag and all that good stuff switched over to his name. But he ended up getting pulled at the time of that. When he get pulled, he got alcohol in the car. So he gets a DUI, goes to jail. Okay? Now, he's in jail for about, he has to be in there for 4 months or a month or so, like that. 2 months or so. He wasn't in there for a very long time, but I'm gonna just say it was like a couple of weeks or to a month or so. So he goes to jail. Now this time my family reunion is getting ready to come up. So when he's in there, he gets his release date. His release date is the date that I leave to go to my family reunion. Okay? So this is about February. When I broke up with the narc and walked away from him, that was in December. So now we're in February. February 21st, to be exact. I get a phone call from okay, let me go back. So he's in jail for about a week or so, couple of weeks or a month. We got past that already. So while he's in there, of course, he's going through the motions of, yeah, you know what I'm saying, just forget about me, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even gotta be friends because I'm in here and ... You know, just going through the motions and stuff. And I'm just like, you good. We just friends, you know what I'm saying? Handle business for him and everything like that. So, you know, he left me all of his stuff, all his money, all his cars and everything. Like I said, people, when they get with me or get to know me, they just trust me with all their personal stuff. Like, you had other women that you could have left your things with, but you didn't trust none of them, but you trust me. And I'm the person you know the shortest time, but you trust me with all of your things. When you got women around the corner or women elsewhere that could get your things for you, but no, you use me. So I got all of his things. And so if he needed money, I'm sending him his money from his thing. I told you he had a good job, so he had money in the bank. So whatever he needed, I didn't have to come off for anything. He took care of himself while he was in there. All I did was just made sure the money got to him. So that's all I had to do for him. So I went to see him. And when I went to see him, he's, you know, so far gone because he in there. He acting like he gone for years or something like that. But he's just like, you know, I think that, you know, and he's aware that I'm going to my family reunion and everything. So this is what he says to me the last time I go and see him. He's like, you know, you're a good woman. He was like, I don't even know why you fooled yourself up with me, this, that, and the third. He was like, I think that when you go to your family reunion, you should find you a man there and stay there. I said, you don't have to tell me that. He was like, you really deserve it, though. I think you should stay there and find you somewhere, you know, find you somebody to love there. And I think that'll be a good thing for you or whatever. I know what's good for me. You ain't got to worry about that. So, of course, he's just talking. Because like I say, he wants to be with me now. I don't want to be with him like that. So, he says that. And then I get home. I took a nap. And when I woke up from my nap to go to work that night, actually, I got woke up out of my nap. Because I was working overnights at the hotel. I get a phone call from the narc that I just recently got rid of 5 months ago. His sister calls me on Facebook Messenger. And I answer the phone or whatever. And I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Because whenever me and him fell out, I never fell out with the family. But the family fell out with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't reach out to nobody. I didn't never call him. I didn't never call the family. I disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it's supposed to go in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just fall back. Ain't no bad blood between me and you, the family. Me and you and the family. It's bad blood between me and your brother, your son, your cousin, whoever it is or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problems with the family. I'm not dealing with y'all. I'm dealing with that person. So, get a phone call from her and she's just like, this when the routine of his hair needing to be get done. She says, yeah, my brother said he need his hair done. I told her, I said, well, why your brother didn't call me and ask me himself? Because my number's still the same. And she was like, I don't know, but he told me to call you and ask you, can you do his hair? And could he get your number because he lost it? He ain't lost no number. He ain't lost nothing. But in the beginning, I don't know what's going on. But this seemed to be the routine every time. Now, I'm learning. I learned toward the end what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, she got me. I answered the phone because, you know, like I said, I didn't fall out with her or whatever. So, me and her was cool. We would always talk whenever I came to visit and different things like that. So, okay. Tell him to call me, child. I ain't changed my number or whatever. So, as soon as she hangs up the phone with me, who calls in? Her brother. He calls me. And he's just like, yeah, I need my hair done. And I need to figure out when I can come up there and get my hair done or whatever. Just acting like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? No apology. No nothing. At this point. So, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got a cousin down there who can do hair. Why won't you call her and ask her to do your hair? He was like, I told you, I don't let everybody play in my hair. He was like, so once you start messing with my hair, you got to be the one who continues to do my hair. He was like, so you my hairdresser? And I'm like, I'm not a hairdresser. I was never your hairdresser. I did your hair because you was my man, but never your hairdresser or whatever. So he was trying to play it like that. He could have had somebody at the time or whatever, and he was just using that. Probably was sitting around her talking, and so it don't look funny or whatever. He just seemed like, oh, she's just my hairdresser. Let me call her, hit her up or whatever, just to see if I'm going to answer the phone or interact with him or whatever. So I agreed to it or whatever. And so after that, he sends pictures. Now, he always floods me with pictures every time he's doing the gaslighting in the Hoover, because that was a gaslight in a Hoover all at the same time. So once I answered the phone and gave him conversation, he instantly sends me pictures of himself. Like, yeah, let me send her some pictures because I know she done deleted the ones that I had in her phone. So let me send her some more so she can, see me. I ain't get it, but that's what he did every single time. I told you, he don't change up how he move. He do the same thing the same way every time. So after we just established that I'm gonna do his hair and whatnot, so then after that he goes into I want to marry you. And that's how he got me back. The very first time I walked away from him off of that gaslight in that Hoover, he came back with the magic words, because he know I had been waiting on him to ask me to marry him, even though he done embarrassed me so many times in front of people, telling me she is not my wife. I ain't put no ring on her finger, this, that, and the third. But now you want to marry me. So I fell for the okie dokie in the beginning, because that was like the beginning. The first time I discarded him, and he came back with a gaslight and a Hoover. But yes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, these fools is a mess. A hot mess. They got so many games. Different people play different games. Some people play the same game. You just got to be aware of what you're dealing with. And I'm telling you, because I was so gone that I just wanted somebody to love me. A man. Just wanted a man to love me. That I was willing to sit there and take anything that came my way. But really, I wasn't, but I was being forced to. But when you get stuck in those kind of situations, you kind of lose yourself. You really do. And then the choice ain't no longer yours. You are basically whatever they want you to be. Do whatever they want you to do. Because all you want is for them to just act right. And you just got a little bit of hope that they'll change eventually. And start acting right if you just keep showing them that you care. Showing them that even though you did that, I still love you regardless of what you did. You know what I'm saying? But that don't always work. So like I say, fall in love with yourself every day, whether it's a little bit at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time, no matter what. Fall in love with yourself, because you deserve it and you are worth it. And I love you. Mwah. Have a great day. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I thank you guys for all you do. Grow something, whether it's in a pot or in your yard or whatever. Grow something, because we don't know what this world is coming to. We don't know what's going to happen with the food later on. So in case anything does happen, you got some food to feed your family out in your yard or out in some pots. Grow spiritually, grow physically, grow in your garden. And that's what we're doing over here. We're growing and healing, and we're doing it together. So I love y'all. Have a great day. Mwah.